Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, coming live from Fire Up Your Hearts, children of God, and that's you, and that's you, and that's me, and that's me. And yes, I'm smiling because it's been some weeks here that were pretty rough. I knew it was coming to a closing chapter with my journey and with certain elements, or it's this particular part of my life is going to be a new beginning. And that's what we're focusing on here in this reading. Today is July 29th, 2026. Sometimes I do numbers, sometimes I don't. When I add 7, 11, and 10, we have 28, which is 10. 10 is completion, a form of something that has been completed into a new beginning. Very much so. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. John 10:10. I want you to read chapter 10 of John. And we're also going to look at the animals today. We're going to look at the antelope, which is the first animal in this book. And when I count down, we have deer. So we're going to have antelope and deer, which are both focused around enriching, healing, maybe unblocking our intuition. If you come from a line of abuse, and the abuse started early, and it was consistent, you had a lot of mental, spiritual, and physical abuse, or one or the other, or all, this will affect your original intuitive abilities with your Creator. Okay, so this is exciting, because this is leading into the 10-minute that I said, boom, boom, boom. God is doing it. God is doing it. It's been done. Everything that the evil did, and I'm in reference to judges, lawyers, anyone that covered up anything in regards to you, to cover your innocence, to frame you, to make you the guilty one, through lies, cohesion, payoffs, and defamation practices. 10. We are at the complete point of this journey. You may be feeling like your journey was longer than it needed to be. There was added horribleness that came up against you. I know that that's how I am perceiving things myself. So 10. Perfection. Full measure of God's law. A complete cycle. Your peace, love, and hope may have been a little more difficult to keep steady before this period of time in your life. You may have had moments of it, or you could gather up a little more peace than feeling a little bit of love from God. But what I'm trying to say to you today is, from this day forward, your established relationship with Jesus, your Creator, your peace, your love, your hope will be very rooted and grounded. All the work you've done, all the healing you've done, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You may have not been able to see it before. You may have even felt like you had made some choices that disrupted or postponed. But this is not from you. This is from the overdrive efforts of the evil forces. And all of this is being blown up. And God keeps showing me that. He keeps showing me files on a paper in front of corrupt judges, corrupt police, corrupt authorities, corrupt doctors, and these false documents, these false reports, these false everything to oppress and hurt people. It's blowing up in their faces right now. So when they're looking at all their documents, everything that they're trying to hide, and what their real motivation is, and what they're hiding, which is the human trafficking and occultic practices, and those forms and all those written lies of deception are blowing up in their face. Literally, I want everyone that has been through hell and back to see this visually happening. All of their lies, all of their cover-ups, everything they've tried to tie down and cover up by the law, using the law corruptly, is blowing up. They will not be able to keep these files and these lies hidden no more. It's going to be like popcorn. All the lies. And then the truth once all these are being blown up like popcorn, God is going to coat it over with the light. He is reveling in this moment. So many of his children, he needs you to know, I know you waited a long time. I know it feels like nothing came right in your life. That was a lie. There was a holdup because of evil. And because there was so much evil, and that evil joined with more evil, it gave God, Creator, the opportunity to gather them up. You should be feeling these extra burdens or heavy ladenness that was placed upon you to be lifted. The occultic work that was affecting some people, and they are using military-grade attacks with satanic rituals to induce suicide, psychosis, and other issues in people. So it's extremely important that you take each day carefully and look at that one day to combat through, meaning using the power of Christ to get through one day today to conquer and reduce and disperse evil attacks and to replace it with light. And that's through your voice, in your praise and worship, and revealing evil. Evil wants a lie to keep covered up. And that's what they've been doing. And then they were trying to cover it more and more. And God let them cover it. It was upsetting for a lot of us. It was devastating. We just kept watching this evil cover more evil with evil upon more evil. And we were like, huh? And here it is. The boom, boom, boom is here. So, John 10:10. The thief comes not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. Okay? Good. 11:35 a.m. I received this message. That adds up to 10. July 29th, 2026. 10. This wave of light and evil exposed will not be stopped now, God said. It will not be disrupted anymore. It will not be postponed anymore. All right, now we're going to read Deer and Antelope. If you're going to sit, then sit. If you're going to stand, then stand. If you're going to run, then run. Don't hesitate and don't equivocate. This is not the time for discussion, debate, deliberation, or hesitation. Even choosing to be still and do nothing can be a wise decision at times, especially in life. This is the antelope, decisiveness, making a decision and take appropriate action. Life-threatening circumstances, but let's face it, how often have you actually found yourself in such a situation? And some of us have found ourselves in it way too many times. So that would not be applying to the group I'm speaking with right now. The group I'm speaking with right now have literally had to use whatever they had left with the Lord to stay put, to stay on this plane. That's how badly they have been terrorized. In America, by government, by their local community. And God has had enough. And if you have found yourself in life-threatening situations, you made it through, didn't you? You've come to a point in your life where it's imperative that your choices are based on the combined will of spirit and instinct, which we call intuition. The more finely tuned you are in your intuition, the more decisive you'll be. You'll see that there's no other way to live in this situation in particular. That is absolutely the case. So listen, decide, and then act without hesitation or second guessing. Trust that whatever the outcome is, it is ultimately the will of God and in the best interest of all concerned. Vigilance, action, speed, sacrifice. The deer. Pathfinder, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. This is only if you have developed your intuition and you have taken your instincts and placed them in the hand of God so that He can help guide you accordingly under His law. It's a big forest out there. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. And I'm sure you feel a little lost sometimes. Let me tell you, however, that the path is well marked, even if you can't always make it out at any given moment. Come to your senses, literally, and stop thinking so much about it, or at least stop trying to figure out what to do or which way to go by analysis and cognition. Use your eyes, your ears, and nose to gather information, then drop your awareness into your gut, which is the seat of your instinctual self. Your senses are meant to register information in a way that can be felt in the body, which is your most reliable compass. The mind is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's much overrated. And all those random or obsessive thoughts can get in the way of pure awareness. Pure awareness means without preconceived notions, anxiety, or anticipation. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and easily clear your mind, and you'll find what to do to find your way through with Jesus Christ. Gentleness, cunning, grace, and purity. Yay. I think we touched all the bases, and I hope this finds you well. And I am very specifically getting that there has been people waiting on a court case for over 2 years ago. This group has been waiting since 23 to 24 for the corruption, the evil to be revealed, and their name, their truth, and their image to be put in the light and to be acknowledged. And that is happening for you. It is happening for you right now. And you're going to see the results and the positive outcome of your trying horrible time to be reversed into goodness very, very soon, by the end of this month, by the end of July. Anyone else outside of that, I still need you to know, outside of that time frame, outside of the end of July, if you do not hear something by then, God says, do not fear. It is complete. You are receiving proper justice for your specific, particular circumstance and life situation. And I love you, and I hope this finds you well. And I may be back on a little more now. I took a little break. Or I may not. So I just kind of leave it in the air like that because that's how strongly I follow Spirit. In each day I live is a new day with Jesus Christ. How I move, how I function, how I decide to go about my life and day is determined on the Spirit of Jesus Christ. So that is why I don't make very definite dates like that. It may be more vague months, like month frames or whatnot. So as far as I know, the break that I needed is finished, and I may or may not be on more. Okay? All right. I love you, and I love my small group. I do. I hope you're all hanging in there, because victory is ours, regardless of what we see right now. Okay? Love you. Bye.